I'm sorry to interrupt you in what seems to be very deep and focused thoughts. But I heard you talk to that Nico earlier, in the library. Yes, I eavesdropped. Sorry about that. We don't see that many strangers in Bredin. I couldn't help but wonder what a handsome traveler like you was doing in this small village. I'm Margot. May I sit with you? Thank you. What are you eating? Seems nice. You there? I'll have the same thing. And the brandy. For my friend as well. So, What? My eye? Why do people always ask about my eye? Don't you know it's rude? Yes. Well, I don't want to talk about it. Get over it, okay? Now, if you could listen to me for 1 second, I would much appreciate it. I heard that you were a monster hunter. Well, I am also a hunter, but of another sort. I hunt all sorts of magical creatures, not just monsters. This allows me to collect certain things, such as fairy wings or goblin brains or dragon tears. Don't start judging now. I only hunt non-endangered species. And yes, before you say anything, some dragons are not endangered. There are colonies in the east that own hundreds of members. What? No, it's not a dragon who did that. Ugh, would you stop asking about my eye? Honestly, you're making me uncomfortable. Thank you. Fine. Don't look at me with that face. You're irresistible. I'll tell you about it. It's not a pretty story, as you can imagine. It's usually not when someone loses an eye. Anyway, I was hunting an ogre near Oldgard. It was terrifying the village, even though ogres are supposed to be pacifists. They are still very scary. And sometimes they get confused and run into things or people. So it was important to take care of it. Turns out I wasn't the only one hunting it. Does the name Joey Rise ring any bells? Yes, him. The famous bounty hunter. You know him? Oh. Are you friends? I hope not. This guy is such an idiot. So, anyway, he was hunting that ogre. Thing is, he had this pair of knives that he always carries with him. And at some point, he threw one of the knives at the ogre. Unfortunately, the ogre moved just on time. And guess who was right behind the ogre? Me! That's how I ended up with a knife in my right eye. He didn't even excuse himself. He was just staring at me. And then he said, "What the hell are you doing here?" Like I was the one at fault. Stupid bounty hunter. What did I do next? Well, I killed the ogre. It was a bit difficult because of, well, my eye. That was quite painful and I couldn't see anything because of the blood, you know? But yeah, I killed the ogre and then I collected the bounty instead of Joey. He was so pissed. That look on his face, that was priceless. But yeah, anyway, that's how I lost my eye, and I now hide it with this eye patch. But don't worry, Joey was also pretty messed up when I was done with him. I couldn't just let him go after taking my eye. Well, now that you know my story, after asking so many times, would you listen to me? I do appreciate your company, but we have important business to talk about. Tell me, is it true that you're hunting a banshee? I know a lot about banshees. Those deranged vixens. I despise them. That is why I am an expert in eliminating them. Yes, absolutely. I would love to help you. But at one condition. I help you with your monster, and you help me with mine. Yes. There is a Wendigo roaming free in the forest of Bredin. It attacked 2 villages, including my little sister. She's badly wounded. Wendigos are not something that I can hunt on my own. They are very dangerous. If you help me, I'll be willing to give you dragon tears. I know you need some. And I could also give you valuable information on how to get rid of a banshee. Please, you don't think you need information? You're mistaken, my dear. How do you plan on getting near that banshee if one scream of her kills you? Exactly. I have a way of muting her. And trust me, not a lot of people know about this. You need me. Admit it. Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses. And honestly, is my company so bothersome? That's what I thought. So, my little hunter, do we have a deal? Perfect. I look forward to go on this trip with you. You seem like a very... how do I put that? Intriguing person. If by any chance you want to spend more time with me before leaving for this hunt, find me in my room. The number is 306. I'll be waiting for you.